one of, if not the founding father in American power tools, is trying to make a comeback. This is a company that's been around since 1910 and, over 100 years, well, 116 years at this point, and they did honestly lose their way. And of course, I'm talking about Black+Decker. Now, back in the day, I mean, this company, as I said, been around for over 100 years. They helped us win 2 world wars. They took us to the space and to the moon, in fact. And they made professional grade power tools for decades. I still have a drill like that in my shop, my other shop, that I use occasionally because it still works just fine. It's a professional grade tool. But as Black+Decker tried to grab more and more of the market, they tried to appeal to a lower common denominator and made more consumer grade stuff like this. In fact, eventually moving almost more into like an appliance kind of level. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Dustbuster is a great tool. My grandfather followed me all over his house with one of those when I was little. We have a Black+Decker rice cooker thing, works great. In fact, sitting in my studio right across from me, literally like right over there, is a Black+Decker microwave. Works great for warming, up leftovers and stuff for lunch, at the shop. But that said, that's not what Black+Decker was supposed to be, all right? And the people at Black+Decker realized, hey, we've lost our way. This is during the 70s, 80s. And they're like, in the 80s, mid-late 80s, they're like, we're going to make a comeback. We're going to come out with a whole new line of professional grade tools. And they workshopped it and put it in front of a bunch of focus groups. And the focus groups all said, no, we don't trust Black+Decker. It was so bad. The pushback was so negative towards the Black+Decker name as being only a consumer cheap, household kind of thing, that they had to dig out a zombie name, a name that hadn't been used for tools in decades. And that, of course, is how we got DeWalt. For those of you who don't know, DeWalt is nothing more than Black+Decker Pro because of the pushback, because they had ruined their brand. And it was pretty bad. Now, of course, DeWalt is now the standard in the industry, and Black+Decker looks more like this today, which is a bunch of tools that people often wonder when they're looking at it, like, is that tool or toy? Tool or toy? No, these are all their current 20-volt max tool line, but they do make a line of toys that look just like them as well. So, and I've had the Black+Decker tools. They're not terrible. They're not great. For around the house, doing the yard work, that kind of stuff, they can be okay. Like I've had the grass trimmer for trimming the small yard and stuff like that. They're perfectly fine. But they'd gotten so far away from tools that up until recently, if you went to their website, the first thing you saw wasn't tools. It was a cocktail maker for $300. No, this is not AI. This is not April 1st. That's a real thing. That really happened. Luckily, it looks like they're no longer making that because they've got a new focus. They're trying to make a comeback, and they've launched it now. And it's the 20-volt max Power Connect cordless, brushless line of tools. Yes, we're talking about brushless tech that's supposed to compete with the market as we see it now. Now, this is not going to be a pro level of tools, okay? This is going to be prosumer, DIY to prosumer level. And they say that by showing us what else is in the line, which is the fact that it's using their Power Connect system. Now, this is new branding on an old product, okay? Now, these batteries may be upgraded. They look slightly different, but if you click on the Power Connect, go over here and you click on this, it just takes you to the tools that we showed you before. And this is, it's all the same tools, but with the new Power Connect looking line. So if you have the old Black+Decker tools, it'll work just fine. And I'm guessing the old batteries will work with the new tools as well. So that should not be an issue. So if you go by this is the new line they have here. And let's take a look at it real quick. We got the hammer drill driver kit, impact driver kit, a combo with the drill driver and the impact driver. We got recip saws. We got jig saws. Again, these all look to be brushless. We got tool only or in a kit options. We got circ saws, and we've got a 4 amp hour battery. Now what that does is that gives us what I consider the core system. All right, you're getting the drill driver, the impact driver, the hammer drill, the recip, and the circ saw. That's your 5 core tools. That's what we call the primary level. Now, when you go into the secondary level, you're going to look at stuff like grinders and, you know, the other kinds of stuff. And then tertiary, third, fourth levels, you can get out into like leaf blowers and so. And they already have that. Not brushless in this line per se, but this is what they have. Now, let's look at, you know, I showed it to you real quick, but let me come back here. And I want to pull it up here. We're going to take a look at it and see how does it compare to the rest of the market, all right? Here's what we got. This is the combo kit. You're getting a brushless impact driver, a brushless drill driver, 1/2 inch. This is, you know, it's going to hit all the current specs in the DIY market here. It's a good looking tool. It looks like they've got some, good features on it. Everything I would look for in that DIY to prosumer kind of level. It'd be nice if they had more batteries rather than just this one and the 4 amp hour, but they've got that at least. And you're looking at $129 for the combo kit. Now, how does that compare? Well, if we take a look at Greenworks, Greenworks is sitting here at $129. I think that's the same price. And you're getting 2 batteries with that. Of course, it's not a major brand like Black+Decker. I know. But, they've been making a name for themselves, and these are 24 volt. And they're all brushless. They're solid tools. Now, what else can we take a look at? For a few bucks more, you can step up to the top of the line Craftsman RP. All right, so you're going from $130 to $150, $20 more. And that's on this sale. Maybe there's other better sales, but for 20 bucks more, you can get 2 batteries. That more than covers the cost of that second battery. Charger, bag, and really proven tools here. The Kobalt line, now you're getting a battery, charger, and bag. You're getting 1 battery. I think it's 1 battery on this one you get. Let me click on this here. And so you're getting the 2 amp hour battery, charger, bag. But these are getting 24 volt, all brushless. Everything in the Kobalt line is brushless, and a 5-year warranty on that at $149. And Metabo HPT. Now here you're getting 2 tools, 2 batteries, charger and bag for $149, and you're getting a lifetime warranty, as lifetime of the tool. As long as Metabo HPT makes this tool, it's under warranty. Could be 3 years, could be 30 years. As long as they make it, it's under warranty. That's a nice to have kind of feature. The question then is Black+Decker doing enough to make a comeback? Now, I am hoping this is just an initial salvo, that this is them trying to reestablish back in the market. It's a little bit less expensive than most of the other comparable prosumer brands, although Metabo HPT could be argued to be a value pro line, that's above prosumer but below pro. Value pros in there. It's pros who have to think about cost cost purchase benefit. Let me know in the comments, are you ready to take a chance on Black+Decker? You could use it with your weed whacker. You could use it with your other, kind of tools. Maybe your drink maker. I don't know if that thing's cordless. If you have one, I would love to hear about it. I don't drink anymore, but I'd still love to hear about it. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm always a champion of people trying stuff new or trying to make themselves better. I don't hate on brands just hate on them, all right? And I don't love brands just to love them. They're not a sports team. And for me, more competition is better. And I would have to say, thank goodness that this is a move away from them double downing on their Reviva line of recyclable tools, where when the battery dies, I kid you not, it's a line of green tools that can be composted and recycled when the battery dies, because when the battery dies, it's not removable. No, I'm not making a joke. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. What does Black+Decker, what would they need, if this isn't enough, what do they need to do to make you consider them for the next time you purchase a power tool? I'm sure they'll read the comments. Probably not. Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chop the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.